Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Red Lotus King, Flame Crime. There's a lot of hype going on in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. There's hype spikes, hype surges going on. With a card like this that came out in Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge, I believe it does have like the higher end quarter century secret rare. But this secret rare here, the card was 11 bucks. No one really cared. It was barely holding on to double digits. Then volume came in, just a surge in price and hype and volume here, up all the way to 13 bones with the largest back-to-back volume candles in the last 3 months. Says 15s, we wish. This card is gone. 3 listings only, single digit listings right here. You have a place set at 40s. Then it goes to 46 with the last copy in the market, then gonzo. Again, if you have this card, you have money. Now, fundamentally speaking, again, you guys probably know more than me as to the reasoning why behind it. That's all good and well. I'm here with this particular card to report the fact that it's going up in price. That if you have this card, then you have that extra cash. You have that extra billies that you probably didn't know about. Because when I saw this, I'm like, damn, Red Lotus King is up this much? I was like, wow, I was pretty surprised. I will not lie, guys. So again, this chart hasn't even updated. The card is not just at a yearly high, but like essentially more than doubling up from the current price. I mean, you have one here, 23 and 5 is 28 bucks, which would be a technical, close to a technical 2x move, but that's just a one-off. It's gonna keep, it's essentially a $40 card, guys, and card actually has been selling in the teens. So even though you have these high prices, there hasn't been any sales in the 20s, but still it's very, very considerable, the volume coming in. Even on the yearly chart, on the 6-month, we just had the largest volume candle in the last 180 days. These moves are considerable. The people need this card. Is extremely difficult to get because it's more than a year old. It's just hard to get. These cards came out, no one really cared about them. At one point it was single digits. Now you have people wanting this card, and card pretty soon is going to be $40. Wow, for a card that was just tens not too long ago. Let me know what you guys think. Then we have Called by the Grave. Again, this weekend, and I think the weekend before this one as well, we haven't done like a Stampede review, so I need to get on it. I need to do it, but it's been hectic, all over the place. A lot of changes going on in Yu-Gi-Oh, and we've just had to make like different videos and new products being released and things of that nature. But pretty soon I'm gonna do a Stampede review on the channel again, because cards like Called by the Grave, every single week for the last couple of months essentially, we've been talking about this card. We've been telling you guys, yes, guys, it's a one-of. Don't take it for granted. Yeah, the card is in the 60s and even I think in the high 50s if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of people, just took that for granted. Didn't really pay attention to the card. They're like, it's a willy-nilly Billy one-of. We'll pick it up later. And then you come back today and the card was literally $55. And we actually covered through the prices being in the 50s, guys, here. Volume candle came in, never looked back. It says 67s. We're at 76 bucks, and all of these are one-ups. The next walls are at $110 for a one-up, guys. Mind you, $110. 11 listings only, guys. 2 pages only. And this card is about to hit triple digits. You only have a couple, literally 1, 2, 3, 4 left in the markets at double digits. Then it's over $100 card. And I always say this on the channel, and that's why I appreciate it, man. If you guys, look, you're already here 4 minutes in, you're listening to my voice. I have a core audience of about 2,000 people that watch my videos every single day. You guys are amazing. You know what I mean? And you guys being here, hopefully you listen. Hopefully you pick these up if you really wanted it, if you wanted to save money, or if you wanted to pick these up as an investment. Because that's the value of what we do here, and maybe I sound like a broken record sometimes weekly covering these cards, but it's because it's just a matter of time. When we say patience wins this game, good things take time, most of these staples, it's just common sense. Like, they're going to get harder to get. People, with an alternate art like this, the demand is going to be there. Sure, could I get a Starlight Rare reprint of this or another reprint down the line? Of course. But look, just like we've been saying, before that eventual reprint happens, Look at the price appreciation. Card is already up 20 bucks from the lows that we were covering, and with a couple more listings, is going to be up 2x essentially, guys. That is powerful. That is very, very powerful with cards like this. You know, it's not to my surprise. We've been tracking this card for months now and just highlighting, you know, the fact that eventually it should be money. And here we are. We're pretty much a couple listings away from this card hitting triple digits. It's just, you know, we expect it. But then when it happens, it's still like in the moment astonishing. Like, wow, man, we're not surprised. But at the same time, it's like, yo, it did it. You know, yo, it's becoming money. Like, yo, we knew it, but here it is. I don't know. There's just something to it. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? 76 is pretty much, yeah, if you have this or you have multiples and you have your personal copy, you save money. Then you have, if you have any extras, then you have extra money that you can move once it reaches double digits. Just, hey, hype, man. Called by the grave. Alternate art. It was always easy money, boys. Guys, first link in the description down below. If you need to purchase any of these cards that we're going to be talking about today, you can see the trend is your friend until the end. And all the cards that we're talking about today are on an uptrend. You know, higher highs and higher lows. So if you need any of these before they continue going up, first link in the description down below. Make sure you get exposure to fast tracking all of the cards that we will be talking about today, all in one place. For you. Then we have the giveaway, man. I reached out for this Draco Tail giveaway. Usually I don't like, you know, showing messages, but in this case, nothing too relevant because there wasn't even a response. So, you know, this was Friday's giveaway, and it sucks. It's unfortunate, you know, when we're going to give away. Shout out to Ungown Dex, you know, such an amazing giveaway. And no one appears to claim it. I know many of you probably happy because, you know, we're going to re-roll this probably in tomorrow's Market Watch. So you want to stay tuned. In tomorrow's Market Watch, we're going to re-roll it at this point because it was like a 24, 48 hours without response. We can't do that, guys. Who knows? Maybe this is AI. It doesn't seem like it, but it is what it is. By the way, it's US only. US only. So hopefully the people that participated here, I need to make it more clear here just to make sure that people understand, you know, it's US only. So we're going to re-roll. We're going to re-roll tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's Market Watch. We're going to have fun. We're going to re-roll this Draco Tail deck core giveaway. So, hey, the market sometimes gives second chances and giveaways give second chances when the winner doesn't appear. So make sure you follow these guys. We're going to put the link in the description down below. Follow the instructions, guys. Don't miss out. Come participate. We're going to re-roll a winner tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, that winner does pop up and claim their giveaway prize. And then don't forget, we currently have a Rescue Rabbit giveaway going on that we will be selecting probably mid next week as well. So if you want to participate on this one as well, we're going to leave the links in the description down below. Just free participation. We love giving back. Shout out to the community because many of you guys really help me give away and give back, you know. So you guys are all amazing. We're going to use the X picker next week, you know, for this giveaway, and on Monday for this one as well. Hopefully we pick an actual winner this time that will claim these prizes next week. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to the community, man. There's been 15 of you guys taking advantage of the free course, and that's what I love to see. Mostly beginners. That was the whole point of this course for free, is over an hour value. And I love to see the biggest challenges here because, you know, in the future I'll make another course just trying to tackle these things for you guys. So yeah, just great information. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. And this pie chart is right here, guys. Love to see it. You know, yeah, man. But just 15, man, is free course, man. You don't have to watch it all at once. Make sure you guys take advantage of it. And shout out to Matt, man. Shout out to Matt. The only response here for the feedback. You know, it seems he fulfilled the whole course. Shout out to Matt, man. And yeah, his favorite was the fresh charts, as you know, makes sense. Most people that's what they love about our content. And just so, and look at him. Look at him. What was one thing that you learned that you can actually apply right away? Ceilings and floors. Let's go. Ceilings and floors. Let's go. Let's go. Only people that take the course are going to understand, most likely. And it was a great analogy. Just great information for free. No charge. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this, man. We have a free 1 hour course for you guys. Only 15 people. I'm disappointed. I won't lie, because, you know, a lot of hard work went into this. But, you know, the course is not for everyone. It is free. So if you're interested, guys, make sure you come over here. Link in the description down below. Come to our link tree. Join our Discord. Join X here. I need to announce this in our Discord as well. I forgot about that. Get free $15 off over there and whatnot. And guys, look, you just click here, you come over here, and then you fill these, you know, quick questions right here. Once you submit, you're going to get the free course. You're going to get the free course, guys. Simple, wimple. It's free. Free 99 for you guys. Just showing you, you're going to select these, submit, and it's going to give you access to the course, man. All for free. Free 99. Link in the description down below. You can't make this stuff up. And guys, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Welcome into all the new subscribers. We just cracked 10.3K. Thank you so much. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, ring that bell if you are joining us right now, so you can stay fresh off the press, just like the channel. We have triple T's, triple tactics thrust. This prismatic secret rare was 17s. We last covered it at 22s, maybe 23s. And you come back today and the card is 10 bucks. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Let's clean this up here real quickly. Janitor style, we can see card is still 23s. You know, it's still 23, 24 bucks. But the key is, after a couple of play set here, a couple ones and two ups, card is a 30 piece at the bottom of the page. You do have a wall of China at 29s, but 21 listings only, 3 pages only. This card continues to be best selling overall, but also this rarity, because let's say Fuwalos came out in the tins, which it did, and Perulias and their prismatic secrets, right? And some people are going to go back to the previous tins and pick up other prismatic secrets to have the matching rarities, guys. So as you can see, triple T's overall continues to be a hot card. Thrust, people, the demand is there. It's a staple. So yeah, just wanted to highlight that Thrust continues to be in high demand. If you have any version of Thrust, it's going to move like hotcakes. But it is getting an alternate art. Is it in the branded structure? I think it was, man. So it's getting an alternate art soon. So just something to keep in mind. But if it comes in, there's going to be an ultra. So these are going to continue to be the higher rarities. But usually once we, when we get a staple reprint that the masses are going to have access to, it causes sell pressure to all the other versions. So just something to keep in mind. Then we have Mo Charming Fuwalos. Again, this ultra rare was, in the teens, 13s, 15s, and then it went up to 2150s. And now you have a wall of China here at 21s, 25 listings. Like, the card continues to be best selling, just consistent volume. And I would not be surprised to see this card at 25 to 30s, guys. As a staple, people need these at playsets. And again, people now building Genesis. They're like, you know what, man, my Genesis deck plays for Wallows. I need 3 more, and that demand comes in. People just needing these cards. So, now off the highs a tad bit, like, just pick it up now. No excuse to not have access to this card if you feel like you need it. And then there's an R9 at 22s, but after that, it starts creeping up to 23 to 25s, guys. Don't let this be 25s in the short term, maybe even 30s and beyond in the mid to long term, guys. If you need your Fuwalos, make sure you get exposure before it continues making moves, making plays. Another Stampede card right here, Blazing Carteesia, the Virtuous. Again, alternate art. Yes, people are going to have, an ultra rare reprint of not this alternate art, but like the regular art, readily available. But still, the card has been holding up here near 90s, guys. You have a couple of one-offs deals, just people trying to take profits at these levels, place it at 90s. But after that, it quickly goes to triple digis, 3 pages only, 21 listings. So in the next couple of weeks, I would not be surprised if this card starts ramping up. That demand coming in, that hype. Yo, I'm playing branded again. The new structure, and I want, the high end. I want the max rarity. I want the alternate art, and then that demand comes in. So definitely one to keep in mind. Like, again, if I would want this card, like, there's no way I wouldn't be coming in now. Of course, it would have been better to come in before when we covered it at lower prices, but it is what it is. Now the card is approaching 90s. You have a playset here. Like, if you need this card, you don't want to be that guy paying an extra premium, bonus premium for no reason, paying triple digis worth, for a card that is still at 89, 90 bucks. So, especially if you need multiples, this card has the potential to not just crack triple digis, but go to the 110s, the 115s, the 120s off the branded hype. The potential is there. Just wanted to highlight that factor for you guys. We have Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. This card from Supreme Darkness. Cat formation. That's all I'm trying to say. Doesn't always play out, but the secret rare, seems to be double topping, and that's the power of charts, guys. And that's why, again, shout out to Matt for taking the course and loving the charts. Just, these are the patterns. Again, like we teach in the free course just the fundamentals, But, you know, once you learn that, you start learning these patterns and taking that to your advantage. First of all, price-wise, you have a couple ones and two ofs, and then the card hits 15 to 16. So supply is not readily available, and volume is still consistent. Card is best selling, is hot right now. But again, these patterns are not end-all be-all. It's not like, oh man, I'm starting to see the cat ears. Oh, you know, I'm starting to see the potential double top. Let me sell right now. It's not about that. It's about confirmation, guys. First of all, we have to draw them lines. Then squiggly lines don't play. First of all, we're gonna draw this beautiful. You see here, again, potential double top formation. How do you invalidate this double top? Then that means we have to come back here and then just break these levels. This is an invalidation of the double top right here. That's top number one, top number two right here. If we break above these levels, then the double top is invalidated. Now, how do you usually confirm a double top pattern? Then you draw this line right here, the previous pivot right there. That would be the key level, the previous pivot. Right now we're going down. That pivot is around 15 bucks. And again, getting an occasional one-off deal at 13, 14 like you see right now, that doesn't count. We need supply below these levels. We need the average price to come down below 15s, 14s. And so again, if we break this towards the downside, then again, this would be the point of validation of the move of the break towards the downside and the potential double top accelerating towards you know, lower prices. So again, this is the key pivot that we would have to break, guys. That's what I would be looking at. Like if I'm interested in this card or I own it, you know, if I'm interested in it, I'll be looking, you know, to see if we break the tops, or if I'm interested in getting rid of it, you know, it's getting pretty close to that validation point that if you see it crash down below, then you want to make sure you get rid of it because it's going to probably go to single digits. So, you know, but right now, that's what we're looking at, guys. And then obviously, you know, you do have the cat formation. You know what I mean right here. The cat is about to smile. You have ear number one. You have ear number two. And then, you know, don't let this happen to the chart. And then... don't let the cat smile at you, man. Yeah, don't let it take. Hey, fresh cat, man. Hey, cat don't play, bruh. That cat, hey, it comes, it takes your money, guys. Just something to keep in mind. And again, the card, yeah, it's relevant, it's best selling. You know, it has high demand, high volume. People have been buying it, but it's really the lessons that you can learn so that if you see a repeating pattern in a different card, then you know how to react, man. Just. And lie, woman lie, the charge don't lie, boys. And we have pre-preparation of rights, guys. QCSR from Rarity Collection Uno. We last discussed this card. It was 25 bucks, going up from 7s. That's 3x move, you know, essentially up, you know, 3x. And right now you have one at 29. It's a $34 card. 34 bones, but quickly after that playset, it goes to a 40 piece. And then towards a 50 piece at the bottom of the page. 8 listings only. And this is wild. The card is at all-time highs right now. And after that, one of is going to enter price discovery mode. Volume is coming in, guys. A lot of hype around this card. A lot of people playing Mitsubuti. And don't forget, it has the full rarity treatment. You want to definitely keep that in mind. Let me just choose here. Where's the rarity? Right here. Rarity collection right here. Look, so guys, oops, clicked on that. So again, this is the rarity collection here. You know, it's readily available for the cheaper options like supers and ultras. But, you know, if you want PCRs around 2 to 3s, PURs around 2s, Platinum Secret Rares around 2s, not bad at all. And then you have clean secrets, which actually are going up. Wow, look, card was $1.24. Largest volume candles have been coming in the last week here on the 3-month and on the 6-month. Look, you can see the rise in volume right here. So people are coming in, you know, again. How do you know also as well? Just look at the listings. You have the one-off deal here at 288s. The next one-off is up $1. And then the next one, you know, 2-ofs is at 4s. And then there's a lot of 1s and 2-ofs before you hit 5s and beyond. So 28 listings. Some people out there, they just want their clean secret rares. They don't, you know, hey, clean secret rares. They're not playing around. They don't care about any of the other prismatics or QCSRs or the higher end or the more expensive version. They just want exposure to the card. So keep in mind, I'd be picking up this card, the one that I prefer. Any of the luxury rares from the Rarity Collection, or this Clean Secret, or, you know, Quarter Century is kind of high up there. Hopefully you picked it up, you know, at lower prices when we discuss the card. But pretty interesting to see the secret rare. you know, right now people are, oh, it's just 288. Yeah, it's about to hit fives, boys. It's pretty soon it's about to hit fives and beyond. And when you enter page 2, you know, the next play set is at like 631s with shipping. And after that's like the only play set, you know, until you get to crazy, you know, the shipping. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, you pay shipping once, but then you get 10 of these at that's not bad. At 68 cents, but with shipping, it is 768. You know, it'll enter $7-8 and eventually double digit. I mean, that is a stretch, but don't sleep on the card. If you need it, hype is coming in, is surging in price because people need this card. And again, like we always discuss, cards like these, when people need them, they need play sets. So don't play around with this card. We have Red Dragon Archfiend, Ghost Rare from Ghost from the Past 2. This card was $33. We last covered it at around 35s when we literally made a Ghost Rare market watch. And actually discussing Ghosts from the Past 1 and 2. And yeah, now this $35 card with shipping is $43. And these are just one-ofs. The walls are at a 50 piece already. 50 piece wings from Wingstop, 6 listings only, guys. And after that, Wall of China goes towards 80s at the bottom of the page. So this is Ghost Rares, man. Don't take these for granted. To me, this should be the true max rarity of Yu-Gi-Oh right now, with all the crazy cheap starlights and excuse me, and the cheap QCSRs and all that good stuff. You know, Ghost Rares, I think, are like the perfect balance between, yeah, you have to pay to get it, so there's a premium, but it's nothing too crazy as well. But yeah, I mean, Red Dragon Archfiend, it's most people need it for their Eddie Edison extra deck. Ghost Rare, making moves, making plays. Just one to keep in mind that is moving on up in price. Then we have Ground Zeno, man. I saw a lot of people talking about this on X, just noticing that the card has been going up. The card was $7-8. No one cared about it. And I think someone said that this is 0 points in Genesis, I think. And this is just such a great card for dinos, man. Just very, very good. Card going from $8 says to 1150s. We wish. I mean, you have 2 here at 12s. Those are Euro print, but cleaning this up janitor style. Card is $15. $15 up 2x from the lows. Probably people are not noticing this. Crazy that this card still, it's over a year old now. Crazy to think about it. Just feels like it just came out, and it doesn't have like that additional readily available reprint. You feel me? So card is up 2x right now from the lows, and you know the multiples here at 1631s with shipping. You know, and then after a couple here, it hits a 20 piece, guys. The next Wall of China is at $20, guys. 20 piece McNuggies right here. 2 pages only, 14 listings only. So listings are extremely low. The previous highs where we're at right now. Chart hasn't updated, so we're at the previous all-time highs, guys, for this card. Don't sleep on it. The card can spike up to 20s to this next Wall of China in a heartbeat. And all of a sudden you find yourself paying an extra $5 for the card just cuz. Card is best selling. Card is high in demand. Dino players, they need this. So, yeah, like the card is too good. Like you search and pop. Search a tuner or vanilla dino and then pop. That's too good. Popping a baby, the petite guy, or the other guys, the other dinos. Hey, keep it in mind, man. Keep it in mind. No one's probably paying attention to this, but this card is best selling right now with volume coming in and making this card go up and pushing this card up, guys. So, you know, just one to keep on your radar. Then we have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. This card continues just to hover up here in the teens, in the mid-teens. Card went up to 16s, then down to 13s, and it's just been fluctuating here between 12 and 16 bucks. I mean, you have that play set there, just that deal. Then when you come over here and you clean this up janitor style, we can see here that the card, you know, one of the next place set is at 13s, but the walls are pushing more towards 14 bucks, 13.74, 13.75. So again, right now, $40 essentially gets you a play set of this card, which is, you know, it's bad compared to previous prices, but it's not that bad compared to the latest prices a year. So if you need the card, you're getting the Primite engine. You know, I wouldn't want to be paying more than 40 bones for this play set. You know, I don't want it to creep up back up to 15 and 16s and then paying $50 for a play set, or even a 20 piece paying 60 bones for a play set and beyond. Nah, like if I really need this card, you know, I'm playing Primite, this is the deck I'm playing, you know, I'm playing it with Odeon or with Blue Eyes, then I wouldn't be sleeping on it. If you're already getting access to your loads, you might as well swing by. and get these ether barrels, secret rare, mid-max rarity. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Right now it's just consolidating up here before making a decision if to crash back down to single digits or to go and head back up towards the higher teens, or maybe a $20 bill. Then we have Carteesia Fenrir. I haven't talked about this card in a good while. Ironically, the card was $9, went up to 18s, and last time we discussed this card, we said that it's just always struggling to get back up to exactly $20 and beyond. I don't know why. It's just super weird because the card is in demand in the sense. I mean, lately you don't see it really much, but it's just such a great card for like rogue decks. There's some people out there maybe citing this in, going second just as a mini engine. It's a very good card. It's just that against Vanquish Soul, it was definitely seeing more play. But since the ban list nuke Vanquish Soul, then people have stopped playing this card. And says $15-16, and that's where we're at. 47 listings. You have 2 here 16s. The playset is pushing more towards 17 bones. 1750. So right now the card continues to be best selling because a lot of people want to play Carteesia as Fenrir even as a mini engine, but nothing too crazy. This card is just one of them cards that you feel like needs a reprint, but at the same time not seeing that much play here, so I wouldn't be surprised if the card goes back down to 15s in the short term, but can also be a 20 piece. So right now about $50 for a playset. It's been stable at around that price, either waiting for a reprint and or the potential of seeing more play in the meta. We'll see how this format continues to evolve. And then we have Chaos Angel. Card was $24-25, as low as 23s and some change. And once the ban list came, I said, guys, pick this card up. It could be 30 to 35s in a heartbeat. And now we wake up today, and the card, you have a couple of 1s and 2s at around 30s. And then towards the bottom of the pages does go towards 32s and some change. So 42 listings. I mean, these cards are always, they feel like staple-ish. They're not like running the meta format right now. It's not like everyone's playing these cards. Like Fenrir, like Chaos Angel, but they always have their demand. People always want them. They want to get access to them. And the card is broken in itself. So, it's around $30. Hopefully you picked it up at 23s or anything at around and under 25s. But if you need your one of at around 30s, I mean, yeah, you're going to pay the extra $5, $6, $7 premium. But at the same time, you're picking it up at 30s and not waiting for potentially a $35 to $40 price before whenever we get that additional reprint that we've always been clamoring, with the Fantastic Four, which Fenrir and Chaos Angel have been or form part of. Where's MSTTV? I don't know if I pulled up MSTTV, so let's just look it up right now. So again, I mean, this is another one of the Fantastic Four, and then you do have Lubelli here as well, which we expect to get, a reprint inside the branded structure, probably as an ultra, because it's an ultra off foil set. So just want to keep in mind, but we do have MSTTV here before we get to Lubelli's here, around $19. When it was 16s, we said pick it up. Right now it's closer to 19s with 1s and 2s, but the walls are at a $20, and this is the misprint secret. But yeah, the walls are at $20, guys. So we always knew it could go up from 16s around 30-35% up all the way up to $20, and we're still on our way. This card like this is not the end all be all, like, yo, we're running this, we need this is the best. Not really, but there's a lot of graveyard decks and rogue strategies that always want or need this card, and it still continues to be best selling down here, even near the lows, just waiting for a future reprint. So yeah, MSTTV, man, anything under 20s should age well up until the reprint. And then again, we have Lubelli has been crashing down. When it was 15s, we said it. We said we expect an ultra rare reprint of this card. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on getting rid of it, because an ultra rare will definitely cause sell pressure to this card because it's not as meta relevant right now. Yes, people use it, branded decks or branded players or certain decks out there can use this card. We get it. But it's not like running the meta. It's not like, like Yummy can play this or like Mitsu or like, you feel me? So it's a card that hopefully started getting rid of at 15s, because right now it's 11s and we expect single digits in the very, very short term. You only see a lot of 1s and 2s. There's the 7 wall right there at 12s, but 85 listings, like now is when I would be moving a card like this. I mean, at 15s was better when we told you so, but Like if you didn't know, you still have it, you picked it up, or what, I wouldn't be holding on to this card. The reprint is just around the corner in like 2 weeks. It's gonna come by super fast, so you guys don't want to sleep on it. You know, you want to make sure that you move a card like this before the reprint comes, and then with that same money, you can potentially pick up multiple copies of this same card because the game is truly that easy. Then we have Dissipator. We recently talked about Dissipator on the channel. Just wanted to give you guys an update through the weekend that the card was $9, and now officially 2x, guys. But that's just a one of. The next one of is $25, and then it goes to 27s. Single digit listings at 9. We recently talked about this card. Even though you have this wall here, I just wanted to highlight that now only one page left for this card. So, but look at the volume candles, consistent high volume candles. As it surges up in price, that means that it's best selling. The demand is surging. People need their card. You know, they need this card now that the Yugioh package is more readily available and accessible. So definitely nice, you know, to see that people that bought it early got rewarded, and if not, you're gonna have to pay a premium. But for the most part, should be a one of. So it is what it is. But the card, as people pick up their Yugioh package from the tins, they're scrambling. Oh my God, I need the Baldrakes, and I need the Druid Worm, and I need the Magnum. Oh wait, you have that Synchro. I need a Dissipator. And then they come in, and you see the volume coming in. People purchasing this card. It's crazy that this card is about to hit, you know, not just the high 20s, but actually 30s and beyond. So that's very, very impressive for a card like this. Then we have Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. The card has been curving out of the highs from 19-20 bucks down into the mid-teens. 51 listings. Ideally, you would want to pick this card up at 50 bucks for a playset, you know, as a core set secret rare from Alliance Insight with the Shining Sarcophagus hype thanks to the tins right now. You know, no better time to get exposure. Again, 50 bones is what you would want to pay on a card like this for a playset. After it was 60 bucks for a playset not too long ago. You can see the volume candles again. They're just pretty consistent. They're pretty healthy, you know, for the most part. As the card reached all-time highs, then the volume died down because people were willing to pay less. People were willing to pay more for the card, or at all-time high prices. That's smart. But again, as the price now has curved back down a tad bit, people are still willing and able to pick up the card because they need it now that they have cheap access to Shining Sarcophagus, the spell from the tins. 51 listings. You have a playset here, and the card does quickly go up, you know, up to 1850. So if you need the card, you know, as it continues going down, $50 would be like that, you know, 50, 55, I guess, with tax, but you don't want to be paying more than that for this card. Who knows if and when it gets reprinted though. And this is a DMG card. You know, there's not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh collectors out there, but there's some cards that you look at them and you look at the art, you're like, yeah. I mean, you know, Shiny Sarcophagus players need it, but collectors might take a crack at this as well because the art is just too beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. We have Super Poly. Again, the Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge card was around 550s and then just spiking up to 7s, guys. And look at all these 1-ofs. 12s ofs right here at $8. So again, 39 listings. We said across the board, we expect Super Polys to hit 750s and beyond, even for commons again. And who knows, maybe even double digits. And it's crazy. When the card came out, not just in Monsters Revenge, but also in Bonanza, like everyone was like, oh, it's readily available. Super Polys are super cheap and this and that and the third. And then we wake up one day, never got re-hit on the list. And people actually playing this in Genesis as well. And then now all of a sudden, like these cards are money again. It's crazy how cycles work and things, even through a reprint cycle, then the following year, once it's already a year old, like the demand just continues coming in throughout a whole year, then the card just gets scarce out of nowhere and becomes money. So crazy moves. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that on the yearly. Guys, at some point, this card was $2.50. We had a booty shape recovery, double bottom, W pattern right here. Never look back. Never look back. Card from $2.60, parabolic is the 7s, and right now that's where we're at. But after a couple 1-ofs, it's gonna be $8. $8 with considerable volume, guys. Even though we have commons, even though we have, you know, the Bonanza full rarity treatment, mind you, people are like, still look, all-time highs across the board. Impressive, honestly. Just best selling. Always people need it. And when people need it now that it's at 3, people need 3-ups. Not just 1-off random, maybe 2 at the very least, but most people need 3 of this card. Some people playing it in Genesis as well. So when you have that double whammy, you can see these price spikes, these hikes going on, hype surge on cards like Super Poly, an iconic card. Then we have Crowley, the Gifted Magistus. This card has been coming back down to 1350s, 33 listings, but it's just a couple ones and two of the walls are still at 16 bucks. So again, we recently talked about this one, but just wanted to highlight that if you need your copy, you know, before the Magistus support comes out, you definitely want to keep that one in mind. You know, so there you go. Then here we do have Albion the Sanctified Dragon. I feel like I've been talking about this card like a lot lately, and it's because every time we talk about it, like it's higher in price. And the closer we get to the branded structure, I believe the more higher in price it goes. Hopefully we can get a collab again. Shout out to Galzo pretty soon. You know, so stay tuned for that, you know, right before the structure comes out, just to review these cards, most of these branded cards, and keep you guys informed. Yeah, right now the card was $6. Crazy recently 23s, and now it's a 30 piece. 11 listings only. Yeah, 30 piece with a wall of 11 right there. Quickly goes 35s after that, and then becomes a 40 piece Wings from Wingstop at the bottom of the page. So I mean, based on the chart with volume, this card is saying is going to become $40 either before or by the time the structure comes out, give or take around that time frame. This card could be a 40 piece. Something to keep in mind. Hopefully you picked it up when we were talking about it, you know, back in that collab, which was now like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, man, yeah, I'll be on the Sanctify, and we'll probably talk about it more next week because it just keeps going up and up and up. So there you go. You have Eclipse, Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes. This card was 13 bucks, and volume has been coming in, the largest volume candle in the last 3 months, 90 days, and 12 listings only. You have a couple one-ofs, and then the 5-ofs are at $35. Of course, people might just need their one-of, and the card, you know, right now 5 and 19, what is that, 24? Yeah, around 24. Yeah, so again, the card is 24s essentially. Quickly goes up to 30s, excuse me guys, towards the bottom of the page. So yeah, listings are low, people are coming in, volume is coming in, people are rebuilding their Dragon Rulers. I don't know if, you know, it's for Genesis. I think I heard something about that, but yeah, man, iconic card. Looks cool, man. I won't lie, just looking at the artwork, and it looks like a ghost rare. It looks like a dark ghost rare. Imagine a new rarity. But yeah, the card looks great. It's Dragon Ruler. It makes sense that it would get hype, you know, from Alliance Insight too. What was the other version? What was the other version doing? How much is that willy-nilly ultra rare? Wasn't it like shekels? Let me see. This card, wow, this card is up 2x. Crazy. It's $1 now. Whoa. Yeah, pick up this card, man. If you need it, pick up your Eclipses. Massive volume candles coming in across the board, not just for the higher end, but also for the lower end ultra, with the largest volume candle in the last 90 days. And you can see the surge in volume, and you can see the curvature off the lows. Don't take this for granted. This Alliance Insight core set ultra rare can go from $1 to multiple dollars, multiple billies. So I'm gonna keep on your radar. And we have Lunalight Gold Leo. You know, Lunalight still fan favorite deck, still consolidating here. You know, still people topping at regionals and other events. Yeah, I mean, this card, I have one at 11s, you know, it's a deal. Then it goes towards 13s, and then towards 14s at the bottom of the page. So card is not going too crazy, but it's still, you know, just steadily selling here, just steady volume right there, which usually is healthy after you make the first upswing. That's what you want to see before that next potential leg up. We have Gorgon of Xylophtonia, this Duelist Advanced card. Just wanted to highlight, guys, that this card is still around $5. Volume candles are coming in recently. 86 listings. Listings are not that, you know, like too crazy. This is a core set secret, man. Just one to keep in mind, you know, at around 5s. If you need your copy, make sure you keep it in mind. You do have walls here at 529s, but like at the very least, have your one. You don't want to wake up one day and this card starts getting speculated on, and then the card is $10, double digits, up 2x. So $5, not bad. The card go down to 2 to 3. Maybe. Is it likely? I don't think so. I think 4 to 5s, you know, current lows are gonna be the lows. So, you know, at the very least, get your one of. You want to place it in RL3. Can't blame you as well, as most people already forgot that this card even existed. and is just waiting for his heyday and time to see play. We have Sky Striker Ace Zero, again from Duelist Advance. What a beautiful W-shaped double bottom pattern, guys. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, man. You can't draw this stuff up, man. Just wow. Card went to 20 bucks and now retracing back down, it says to 18, 19. So really the card is like 19 bones, man. So yeah, I mean, if you need it, the Sky Striker card, 38 listings. We don't know if and when it's gonna get an additional reprint. So if you need it, you get exposure to it. The card was way cheaper. We discussed it at lower prices, saying just how broken the card is. But the artwork is beautiful. And if you need it at around 18, 19, 20s, don't let this creep up to 25, 30s one day. As of course says secret rare. That's the gist of what I want you guys to take off that card. And here we have Secretarian Dragon, guys, from Duelist Advance. Again, we've talked about a couple cards from Duelist Advance that most people probably forgot about. Most people probably forgot about the set. No one's looking at Secretarian Dragon. And of course, most people that have it, that really need it, have it. So yeah, we understand that. But the card used to be like sub $3 when we were telling people to, buy it. And I got rid of mine all between $7 and $8 essentially. Just moving on from the card. And I still said that I think the card can potentially become double digits before its life cycle ends, like via reprint next year and things of that nature. So just one to keep in mind, one to keep on the back burner. Like if you need it, there's no excuse for you to not come in here into these walls and at least have your one of. At around $8, just get your one of if you need the card. Yeah, I mean, Draco Tail, again, it's been like one of the more represented decks in the top couple events. Yeah, not to the end, not, the top tier, getting into, the finals and actually winning an event and things of that nature. But, competitively speaking, it's been one of the most represented decks in both YCS Lille and also in YCS Anaheim. So that's back-to-back YCSs. Just something to keep in mind. Draco Tail need this one of. Yeah, as a core set Ultra that no one's cracking open anymore, just pick it up. If you need your one of, it's still just selling consistently here. Volume candles have been consistent, going a tad bit down, but overall, just very healthy. And this card could potentially be double digits one day. So just one that I wanted to keep your the card in your guys' radar. Then we have No Punk Rising Scale. We just talked about this card around 13 bucks. And yeah, the card has just, look, it was like around 1350s. And the card is pushing 16s. Look at that, like through the weekend. And it actually goes towards 17, 18 bucks at the bottom of the page with only ones and two ofs here available. 17 listings. And, the crazy part is that the card was sub $5. No one cared about it. Then, Genesis format got announced. Boom, V-shaped recovery to the previous all-time highs. Just crazy. And actually, on an average price basis, the card is at all-time highs. Just wild. Wild is going on with a card like this. And, wow. Yeah, it could be 20 bucks in the short term. Very, very impressive. Same as Punk Jam Fever. This Monster Mayhem Ultra Rare. No one cared about it. It was a $150. It was like, oh, it's trash. It's not being played. This and that and the third. And now curving into a parabolic move with actual volume. The second largest volume candle in the last 90 days. And the card, you have one here at 320s, one here at 4s, and one of's all the way up towards $5 on page 2. 30 listings only. So the card is getting scarce. The card is at all-time highs, guys. And a lot of hype, a lot of Punk hype. People playing the deck, not necessarily in modern, but more in Genesis format. And as you can see, the demand is there. So yeah, I mean, Konami's thought process of giving value to, cards that otherwise would not have any value with the Genesis format, pretty good, pretty interesting, take by them. And that's good, just because, yeah, this card was trash. No one cared about it. It was a buck and some change. And now pretty soon it's going to be $5, up 3.5x from the lows. So that's it's best selling right now. It's hot as people get ready to play this deck in that format. We have Gravekeeper's Inscription. This Prismatic Secret Rare continues just going up in price. It was 6s. Now it's pushing 8s, guys. And pretty soon it could be $10 towards the bottom of the page. 21 listings. So if you really need this card and this is the rarity that you want to play, just don't sleep on it. You come in here now, you pick it up. You don't want this to hit double digits on you. So just keep it in mind. We have Torrential Tribute, guys. Again, we always said once this card came out that, boomers and OG players like quarter century secret rare, sure, could it get a Starlight Rare in the future? Of course. But as a QCSR, this is it. Look at this spike. It was 2s and some change, spiking up here to a new all-time high. Says 359s. Of course, you're gonna get you know, the walls of China at those levels. But after that wall, it's gonna, you know, there's like a couple listings here, you know, it's gonna be $4 to $5, and we always knew that torrentials would be money. So hopefully you got your copies, and still 350s is nothing too crazy. It's pretty close to 10-11 bucks for a playset, which is like the maximum that I would ever want to pay for this card. So yeah, and there's some people even using this card in like Genesis format trap deck builds as well. So yeah, after that wall, the card could easily hit 4s at the bottom of the page and eventually become a $5 and beyond card. You can see the volume picking up here, and no one's paying attention to this card. No one's like, yo, what's this torrential quarter century doing? Not really. You need this card for GOAT. You need this card for Boomer decks. You need this card for Genesis format. The card is just great overall, and it's torrential, man. Don't sleep on it. And yeah. Don't let it be 4s. Don't let it creep up to 5s. If you need it, hopefully you picked it up at sub 2s, as it was there forever. You know, but yeah. When it first came out, and I have my R09 as an investment, plus the ones that I need for my decks. So I'm chill. I'm good. Because this was always easy money, and even still hasn't gone up too crazy just yet. And some people are like, oh, the wall's there, but keep it in mind. Look at that. This wall could be disappearing in the next 2 to 3 days, just based on volume. So do your due diligence. If you've forgotten to pick this card up, if you never got to it, or if you don't have as many as you would want, or you have multiple decks and they're not all upgraded to this rarity, and you like this one, just one to keep on your radar. You have number C104 Umbro Haro Masquerade. It's crazy how this card is still 40, like that's 47, 50 bucks. Like, this is wild. And I understand there's still people probably playing this in you know, Vanquish, so like in Genesis format. I'm not too sure like the points on this and things of that nature, but again, this card was 67s with people paying near hundies when this was meta relevant in advanced format in modern. But now it's just been like retracing down heavily here after it fell out of favor in modern. But yeah, man, 34 listings, I get it. You know, the card is scarce, hard to get. There's still new Vanquish Soul players probably coming into the Genesis format meta. But honestly, I would be selling this card at around 50s. This card could get reprinted at any moment, or any point changes could come at any moment for Vanquish. So, and all of a sudden, it's not like the end-all be-all deck in that format. So, don't, hey, 50 bucks on the table? Nah, man. I'll be like, let me go play Scrub Terrors or something else in that Genesis format and take my 50 bills and run for them hills. Because, damn, still 50s? Nah, man, y'all gotta chill, bro. We have here Memento Combined Creation. This card was 10 bucks, spiking up to 25s, and it's still a single print from Valiant Smashers. And yeah, you have a couple here at the 25s, but then it starts hitting 30s at the bottom of the page. 16 listings, so the listings are extremely low. And yeah, man, you know, if you need it, unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay a premium. But this card continues to be best selling as people continue to pick up Memento, especially after the 10 reprints. So just wanted to report that briefly on that one. Then you have Do Warrior here. This card was $1. Then recently we covered it at $5, $6, and right now the walls are pushing up to like 650s, and after that it hits 7s at the bottom of the page. 30 listings only. So this is post YCS hype. We talked about the Starlight Rare as well. Post was it this Monday? I think so, right? Man, time is flying by. This past Monday. So yeah, man, wow. Card is $6, and yeah, man, still holding strong. There's a couple walls here, but volume has stayed consistent post YCS. People, you know, some people out there, they're like, you know what, man, I'm gonna play this in Genesis now that it topped in modern. That means it's good. And you know, they come in here and get this card. We have Guardian Slime. This card continues to be best selling, guys. Here at around 20 bucks still, man. It's crazy how this card never got a reprint. It's just so mind-boggling to me. That it skipped like the rarity treatments and the rarity collections and the tins and all these things. And look, single digit listings at 9. You have a couple of 1-ofs, and then it's 20, heading towards 23 to 25 bones, and then a 40 piece at the bottom of the page. 1 page only, guys. Insane to see this ultra rare making moves, making plays. Just wild to see that, boys. That this is still a single print from legendary duelist Rage of Raw. Like, that's wild. Even this, the alternate art, got a reprint. Crazy. Ancient Chant got a reprint. God Slime got a reprint. Like, wild that this is literally the best-selling card from this set that is extremely hard to get. And wow, is the Ghost Rare going up in price? It says $100 market price, but wow, look at this, guys, here. 5 listings, only 1 page. Why? People are playing this in Genesis or something? That is crazy. 175 for the Winged Dragon of Raw Ghost Rare. It sucks, man, that we never got like the other God cards in Ghost Rare. That's terrible. Terrible. Like, why only this one? I get it. This is essentially like one of the most iconic, you know, and that's fine. But where's Slifer? Where's Obelisk? Like, do we want 3 of them in the same set or throughout a couple sets? But that's why I would have probably still owned this card. I owned it at one point, and then I got rid of it because I'm like, bro, I'll pick it back up if we ever get, like, you know, the other God cards in Ghost Rarity, but never happened. So yeah, I mean, and now as it goes up in price, probably less, you know, possibility that I pick it back up. But beautiful card. I owned it. Gorgeous. It's unfortunate that we never got the other God cards, but this one, it's almost 200, boys. And then we have Lancia Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. This card was $8, going up to 1250s. And this card is getting cleaned out. 13 listings. If you're 50 minutes in, you deserve this knowledge right here, that with the largest volume candle lately here in the last 3 months, card is about to hit a 20 piece. Crazy. Ice barriers taking over Genesis format. Wow, it hits towards 30s at the bottom of the page. Just insane that the card is, you know, right now is 17s and 2 at 18s, and then it's a 20 piece Mug Nuggies for Mickey D's. And yeah, we talked about this card at $8, ironically, too, man. It's crazy when we do this for a living every single day, essentially for a living, not literally, but you guys get what I mean. Like, you know, you talk about so many different cards and so many potential deals, and it's crazy to see this one pan out, already 2xing from those lows and potentially heading into the 20s here in the short term. Guys, if you made it this far out into the video, man, 50+ minutes, you guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe on the way out, like the video, ring that bell. Make sure you share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long ways. Each and every single one of you guys are straight MVPs. Never forget that, man. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.